Imagine stepping into the bustling arenas of the top 14, where the clash of cultures and the roar of international talent create a thrilling spectacle. This season, the stage is set with a new roster of foreign stars ready to dazzle fans. From the towering presence of Will Skelton to the agile feat of David Niniashvili, here's a deep dive into the top 14's Foreign Legion, exploring who's arrived, who's departed, and what it all means for the upcoming season. First, a bit of context. The number of foreign players has climbed from 213 to 214, but the overall count from the Foreign Legion has dipped by 4. Fiji leads the pack with 29 representatives, closely followed by England and Argentina, each with 24 players. Portugal, however, has seen a significant drop, losing Raffaele Storti and Nicolas Martins to Grenoble and Colomiers, respectively. USA Perpignan boasts the highest number of overseas players with 23, half of whom are GIFs, junior international fast-track players. On the other end of the spectrum, Stade Toulousain, despite its substantial investment in foreign prospects, only has 11 overseas players. Before we dive into the details, 3 important notes. 1. Players born in France but eligible for another nation are only included if they have already played for that country. 2. Espoirs academy players with fewer than 2 top 14 appearances are excluded. 3. This list is limited to players from nations already qualified for the World Cup or still chasing a spot, such as Australia in 2027. Players from countries like the Netherlands, Cameroon, and Moldova are not included. South Africa. The biggest arrival is Jean-Luc Dupreez, who joins Union Bordeaux Bagels after the departure of Samu, Diaby, and Tatafu. Dupreez should bring a fresh perspective to the top 14 runners-up. The main departure is Cobus Reinach, who moves from Montpellier to the Stormers. South Africa saw a significant drop in top 14 numbers, from 23 to 16 in a year. The remaining 16 players are Jeremy Ward, Stade Francais, center; Joe Jonas, Stade Francais, fullback; Arnaud Botha, Lyon, back row; Carlo Sadie, Union Bordeaux Bagels, prop; Tian Jacobs, Union Bordeaux Bagels, loose forward; Rohan van Rensburg, Union Bordeaux Bagels, center; Hocheva Diamani, Racing 92, loose forward; Tristan Tedder, Racing 92, fullback fly half; Nemo Rolofsy, USA Perpignan, prop; James Hall, USA Perpignan, scrum half; Dylan Lades, Stade Rochelet, wing fullback; Herschel Junties, Bayonne, scrum half; Jean-Luc Dupreez, Union Bordeaux Bagels, loose forward; Ruhen Grayling, US Montauban, hooker; Sikambuzo Nochi, US Montauban, back row; and JT Jackson, US Montauban, center. New Zealand. Ricky Riccatelli's arrival at Montpellier marks the biggest move for New Zealand. The main departure is Lester Fanganuku, who moves from RC Toulon to the Crusaders. New Zealand's top 14 presence is down to 16, with 9 capped All Blacks. Fabian Tukino, Castres, loose forward; Abraham Papili, Castres, loose forward; Jack Goodhue, Castres, center; Brad Weber, Stade Francais, scrum half; Peter Gus Sowakula, ASM Claremont, loose forward; Liam Allen, Leon, back row; Jermaine Ainsley, Leon, prop; Josiah Maraku, Leon, center; Luke Whitelock, Section Paloise, loose forward; Max Hicks, USA Perpignan, lock; Tawera Kerr Barlow, Stade Francais, scrum half; Ihia West, Stade Rochelet, fly half; Ricky Riccatelli, Montpellier, hooker; Harry Plummer, Claremont, utility back; Joey Manu, Racing 92, center; and Ma'ananu, RC Toulon, center. There are no significant arrivals or departures for Ireland. The 5 players in the top 14 are Paddy Jackson, Leon, fly half; Joey Carberry, UBB, fly half; Ultan Delane, Stade Rochelet, lock; Carl Martin, Montauban, center; and Frank Bradshaw, US Montauban, lock. England. Nathan Hughes, a former Wasps and Bristol back rower, joins Racing 92, bringing a physical edge to the pack. Owen Farrell, who moved from Racing 92 to Saracens, is the main departure. England has 24 players in the top 14, including Will Collier, Castres prop; Alexander Moon, Bayonne lock; Manu Tuilagi, Bayonne center. Kyle Sinkler, RC Toulon prop. David Ribbons, RC Toulon lock. Lewis Ludlam, RC Toulon loose forward. Jack Willis Stade Toulouse loose forward. Joe Marchant, Stade Francais, center. Joel Kapoku, Section Palois lock. Joe Simmons, Section Palois fly half. Junior Kapoku, Racing 92 lock. Sam James, Racing 92, fly half. Dan Robson, Section Palois, scrum half. Kieran Brooks, USA Perpignan prop. Zach Henry, Stade Francais fly half. Billy Vunapola, Montpellier, loose forward. Sam Simmons, Lyon loose forward. Jack Nowell, Stade Rochelet, wing. Lennox Anuwu, Montpellier center. Johnny Hill, Racing 92, lock. Nathan Hughes, Racing 92, back row. Zach Mercer, RC Toulon, back row. Louis Bean, US Montauban, lock. And Carl Wilkins, Montauban, back row. Australia, Taniela Tupou, a powerful scrummager and ball-carrying threat, joins Racing 92. Pete Samu's departure to the Waratahs marks the main change. Australia's numbers increased to 20, with players like Will Skelton, Stade Rochelet, lock. Thomas Staniforth, Castries, lock. Reese Hodge, Castries center. Falau Faingaya, ASM Claremont, hooker. Rob Simmons, ASM Claremont, lock. Ire Simone, ASM Claremont, center. Alex Newsome, ASM Claremont, fullback. Lachlan Swinton, Union Bordeaux Big Lakes, loose forward. Reese Hewitt, Section Palois, loose forward. Jack Maddox, Section Palois, fullback. Jack McIntyre, USA Perpignan, fly half. Jordan Uelesi, Montpellier, hooker. Silalotu Latu, Stade Rochelet, hooker. Kane Douglas, Stade Rochelet, lock. Joe Powell, US Montauban, scrum half. Taniela Tupou, Racing 92, prop. Tom Banks, Montpellier, outside back. Langi Gleason, Montpellier, back row. Rob Leota, Bayonne, back row. And Suliasi Vunivalu, Stade Rochelet, wing. Argentina, Julián Montoya's arrival at Section Palois is a major coup, bolstering their set-piece and bringing ball-carrying and defensive prowess. Tomas Lavanini's departure to an unknown destination is the main change. Argentina's numbers increased to 24, with players like Facundo Bosch, Bayonne, hooker. Lucas Adler, Bayonne, lock. Rodrigo Bruno, Bayonne, loose forward. Mateo Carreras, Bayonne, wing. Santiago Chocobares, Stade Toulousain, center. Juan Cruz Malia, Stade Toulousain, wing. Juan Scelzo, Stade Francais, loose forward. Marcos Kramer, ASM Clermont, loose forward. Bautista Delgay, ASM Clermont, wing. Ignacio Calles, Section Palois, prop. Ignacio Ruiz, USA Perpignan. Hooker, Joaquin Oviedo, USA Perpignan, loose forward. Geronimo de la Fuente, USA Perpignan, fly half. Domingos Miati, Montpellier, fly half. Joel Sclavi, Stade Rochelet, prop. Facundo Isa, Section Palois, back row. Facundo Pompino, US Montauban, prop. Lucio Sordoni, US Montauban, prop. Tomas Lozana, US Montauban, back row. Segundo Tucalet, US Montauban, outside back. Geronimo Presiantelli, Racing 92.